Lock in now as the timer ticks away. So G2 Esports on their side, they're definitely not lacking some engage themselves. Looks like they're a little bit more for the bully though, especially up top.
Actually spotted on that, but now he will be as he's coming into tower range. KazaLoLLCShighlights is going to have to go in on this too.
All right, throws down the cat, gets the Bramble smash down. KazaLoLLCShighlights, they're trading on the aggro. Twisted advance, he takes a lot of damage, but it's going to be first blood. And Joko really out of there, can't get a blue buff to give away over to the arrow. Meanwhile, the arrow comes into the bot side. Oh, hooked on a line once again. Sven gets the heal, pulls the lantern back, and there's the TP coming in for Expect. Vander looks like he's sacrificing himself right now. Played back, gray health on, but it is a matter of time before Sven gets that kill.
Yeah, it was Vitality making a play in their own lane, bot lane, with
same page with Perks, who wasn't there.
The rest of the team are on the way though. Look, Mithy and Sven are here.
Oh, Vander, he's caught up inside the box, but Joko is taking the Nature's Grasp to get the root down onto Mithy, and Joko claims the first kill of this fight. G2 decide they don't want any more of that, but they get a knock up, a silence, and everything on top of Sven. Vander is the one who licks him.
Yeah, stealing away the kill.
I mean, if you can't finish it with the
beast,
no stacks for you.
But look, another fight starting.
Oh boy, Sven, he's going to take the lantern out to safety, but Trick is caught by himself. He's going to get knocked up once again. Arrows being fired into him, and he's getting licked by Vander. He can't quite get over the wall, and this time, KazaLoLLCShighlights has himself a meal. Pretty ridiculous right now as well.
Top lane play. This is
two
for now, but the arrow should join.
Okay, they've got the box down, but it doesn't matter. Not going to keep them slow at all, as KazaLoLLCShighlights is sticking onto Mithy, who's forced to flash away. Sven gets the heal. Astro comes out, and it nails Sven in the back of the head, and there will be no dark passage as Steelback sends him all the way back to Fountain. Duck is getting knocked up by the seismic shove of Perks. Vander and Joko are here, and they're going to look to collapse right on the G2 mid laner. Shockwave, and it looked too easy as Nuke Duck claims the kill.
This is the exact thing, Vitality, potential shockwaves, the arrow, everything, and look, if G2 lose these types of engagements, that's where it can all go wrong, but KazaLoLLCShighlights, no teleport.
Yeah, and there's a big shockwave, a Steelback can flash right over the wall. Nuke Duck soon to follow, and it looks like the damage is a little bit out. Even Dragons getting in the mix as Joko is knocking everybody apart, but Expect will finally claim that kill, so G2 to draw this time, but in comes KazaLoLLCShighlights. Let's see what they can get done. He gets Flame on back. There is the root. He throws down the Rupture, Shockwave pulling Mithy. They might just have to settle for the support, but KazaLoLLCShighlights is feeling peckish as he takes a bite out of Mithy. Despite lane, so now G2 we're looking to try and push that one out, but looks like it's Sven getting caught up on the Rupture, gets knocked back, but it's right into Sven, and he delivers him on a silver platter. Nuke Duck will be the one who lands the finishing blow, and Vitality, they're going to turn for Baron.
Oh, Cho'Gath is enough damage to out-damage KazaLoLLCShighlights. That's what you're looking for here.
But it's split focus. Here comes the fight. Can he get it down? He steals it away! And Trick with the godlike to take it away from Vitality as Steelback gets a revenge kill. But Vitality
had to take the fights against Vitality when Vitality are 5 people strong.
Well, let's see what Vitality can get done, as they are going to just melt through the health bar as Sven like it was nothing. Getting themselves, Vitality are eyeballing that inner tower once again.
Yeah, G2 have to still be a little careful here because there are all of the team fight ultimates available outside of that Ash Arrow for Vitality. So despite committing to the fight at first, Perks has to be careful.
Exhaust on, he has to burn his flash to get away. KazaLoLLCShighlights leading up the front line, but he's caught on a line by Mithy. In come the cats, and KazaLoLLCShighlights is just going to be able to walk out of it as the root's down. Gets a Feral Scream to silence out Trick, and they can't push forward anymore. But this wave clear is denying the push. Here comes Nuke Duck. Can he get himself a big shockwave? No, he's knocked into the rest of the team. Has to move away, swallowed into the belly of Vander, and now KazaLoLLCShighlights is going feasting once again, and the G2 jungler is gone.
KazaLoLLCShighlights
cutting through Baron Nashor right now. Mithy is going to try for a catch on to Vander. In comes the Ash Arrow. They've decided not to full commit to the fight, even though they burned the ultimate, because they know they got themselves the Baron. Shockwave comes in to pull them back, and now KazaLoLLCShighlights is still hungry. Does not have that ultimate up and available though, but Perks is going to get knocked back by Steelback, or Joko I should say, as Steelback will finish off the kill.
Joko and KazaLoLLCShighlights potentially?
Yeah, and the Knight's Vow.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, nobody on Vitality's dying here.
Just run in.
Yeah, going to be a big one. Doesn't matter if they tank up all the CC, they can turn it around. The tower is even doing damage to them as they take it out. Expect has to slice and dice his way away. And now KazaLoLLCShighlights getting knocked and bopped by Trick, but it doesn't matter. They just keep pecking away at this inhibitor, finally able to take it down. Slim gold leads, but it doesn't matter. Vitality have hit full late game.
This is ridiculous.
Block all of the CC because Vitality just walk through it and then get them anyways. And here they go again. So Shockwave gonna get spent just on Percy, gets pulled back in, but KazaLoLLCShighlights finishes him off right on the way out, and Sven's gonna have to flash away, avoiding that command attack. But he gets caught up at the end on the root, and he's taken down by Steelback, evaporated in the blink of an eye. Vitality get themselves a quick 2, and there's no inhibitor down mid. They're looking for this base.
Cat scratch fever for Vitality as they crush through what is potentially the final team fight in game 1 to give them a 1-0 lead up on the league. 3-time champions.
This is huge for Vitality. They need to be able to take any wins where they can, get themselves some points to try and contest in the playoff race. But they are making such a case for themselves right now. Trick is trying to cut the legs off the minion wave to buy time for Perkz and Sven to respawn. But Vitality say, screw that, we can tank these towers. 38 minutes on the clock, and Team Vitality are on G2's Nexus. And if the rest of the series is gonna go for anything, this is gonna be one hell of a series. GG Vitality.
Step 1, draft time, but it's a good matchup, and they do in fact take it.
All right, surprise.
Expect once again in a bad matchup, but remember, he's into the rest of the game, because normally Trick can't do too much early game, but he's forced to.
There we go, follows through, twisted advance after he flashes himself, and Expect has nowhere to go. It's first blood for the Jacks.
Gets the kill on a few other games that we've casted of Vitality about how his damage levels are low. You can see now he's basically average with the league, but top lane is where we have to focus here, not on Steelback, because Expect, there's Sejuani, he's trying to come to help.
Ooh, KazaLoLLCShighlights going to be able to get one, and the bowl is going to miss because he flashes away from it. Now, if KazaLoLLCShighlights can get out, that would be the miracle. Staying alive as well, thanks to the Merc Treads, meaning he won't get CC'd as easily, but he's going to have to get through it here.
Flashes forward.
Oh boy, this could be trouble. I guess that is not enough defense in those Merc Treads after all, as Steelback pulls the Rent Stacks out for a quick kill. And they've stunned up Mithy, but now Vander is exhausted. In comes Trick and Sven. Can they get some revenge? Flag and drag in. Teleport coming for KazaLoLLCShighlights. They've opted into this fight. The Ice Bullet comes out, keeping him stunned up. Vitality decide, all right, we can just back away. We got
at least in any 1v1 situations if you can get that Triforce. But here comes the 2v1. KazaLoLLCShighlights, you knew this was coming. You pushed way too far up.
Counter-Strike, he's going to try to take down Expect with him right now, but he knows there's not a whole lot else he can do, and Perkz is even bringing up the rear, and they just keep him slowed. Leaf Strike, not enough. Throw down the Dark Sphere, and down he goes.
You knew that was coming. Because look, you kind of got this awkward comp where Steelback's on another engaged champion. They can set it up, but G2 go.
There we go. They got the Nature's Grasp, but let's see if they're able to do it. Glacial Fissure coming in, and in hops Expect, and Sven's able to pick up that kill quickly on.
And Vander wants to go in. He's
Pulverize looking for a headbutt, can't quite find it. But instead they decide to turn their attention over to Trick. The tower gets taken down in all the madness, but the dragon is still aggro. Perkz coming in, looking to scout of the week, and all he does is separate them. Here comes the teleport now off the backside, but Vander has already fallen to Expect. Joko smites the dragon for help, but he knows he can't do it all. Teleport canceled. KazaLoLLCShighlights back on top, but G2 are going to equalize on Infernals.
Yeah, G2 knowing they can just take these trades early on. Expect didn't even have to use his TP, joins in the fight very...
All right, they've forced him off it for now, but G2 get exactly what they want, so now they will have the teleport advantage by a few minutes when it comes back up for Expect. However, they have to get out alive here. Trick, they want to take this fight. All of a sudden, they get a big amount of damage AoE here, and it looks like Fate's Call is going to pull him back in. Steelback, he gets caught right under the tower right now, and left for dead. Expect is able to finish him off. As they go forward, looking for more. Now Vander getting low. Gonna get turned into a side of beef in just a second, but now they've turned their attention. Expect and Trick over towards KazaLoLLCShighlights as Sven fires the last arrow into Vander. Nuke Duck caught out, trying to zig, trying to zag, but he takes the blast cone. Gets back to relative safety. He's still got to be careful now, as G2 have all 5 members up and available. No dual laner for Vitality. It could come down to the smite fight. Joko, though, is caught out. It looks like G2 are peeling off this Baron, looking to take down the tree. Skin the bark is what G2 say, and they'll be able to do it with Perkz picking up one more. Nuke Duck and KazaLoLLCShighlights, the last Vitality members standing, and the weak get scattered, and the weak go down. Trick picks up Cabo, and it looks like Perkz is on a killing spree.
G2 just cutting Sejuani went to catch him with a straight ultimate. We got a Baron. This should go over to G2, but as we run the replay, Steelback positions himself in between the tower.
Jungle, make sure no one can flank them out as they get Perfrost done out, up and on. It looks like Nuke Duck's going to be the first casualty of this fight, and Steelback is not soon after. In come the cats, but Joko can only meow softly as G2 look to finish this game.
Has really exploded in G2's favor over the last minute of the game. Look, KazaLoLLCShighlights hasn't had any opportunity to split push in the last 10 minutes really of this game, and G2 want to even up the series. They don't want to let Vitality take a 2-0.
It's not going to happen this time around, so the last Nexus turret will fall in just about shy of 30 minutes. G2 fire right back. Vitality needed time, but their time has run out. And thanks to Sejuani and Brum, winter has come. G2 picking themselves up the victory to equalize the series. We're going to Game 3. Do have a hyper carry though. It is the Tristana locked in for Sven, paired up with that Tahm Kench.
Yeah, you get that late game presence, you get tower push, you get safety with not only the rocket jump, at the point in this matchup, that might be what he's going for as a first item. Then he gets Frozen Mallet, Black Cleaver, and suddenly he doesn't die anymore to this AP cannon. But speaking of dying, Perkz maybe in the middle lane.
Oh, Sky of the Week, but to the skies goes Nukeduck, and it's first blood as Joko gets the finishing kill. However, he gives his life for the effort as Trick has showed up along with
playing, but Joko himself actually having a lot of presence around his lanes with his jungle proximity. Well, he's coming in now. In fact, it's KazaLoLLCShighlights, not Joko, that's arriving.
Surprise, the top laner can gank too, and he does get himself a big stun. That's a lot of damage, even with the great health on. Mithy is not long for the world, and Steelback will take him out.
So we're going to have a couple of tiers of mind games. Then it's on Sven to try and get the Buster shot in order to blast him back. But look, Expect is here. He's about to turn into Meganar. Steelback is dead.
Nowhere he can go right now. He does get the heal on, tries to get the outplay onto Sven, but Trick, meanwhile, has already taken out KazaLoLLCShighlights. Steelback finds himself isolated. Can he take down Sven before falling? The answer is no, and Vitality double down.
You're just going to take advantage from the bottom side of the map. That is Tower First Blood going over
Wait
to
a minute, Sven! Oh,
Worth.
All right.
Totally worth.
But let's just take a look at all the fallouts. In now, Rupture. Sven just narrowly avoiding that one. He does hop in. They can't actually finish this tower. Now Trick is here. He comes in, throws the cast to separate the team. Joko is the one who's caught out and isolated. Sven hopping in, but it's Trick who demolishes him at the end of it.
Vitality. Suddenly, G2 are able to take over the game. I want to see the same thing happen again.
Yeah, well, Expect. He's going to be in some trouble right now. Caught up 1v2. KazaLoLLCShighlights actually tanking that tower. He flashed.
That's
just outside the Rupture. And Joko, it's lunchtime.
Underwhelming amount of damage right now coming from KazaLoLLCShighlights.
Lose themselves so much pressure by not covering the side lanes. Nukeduck is getting baited right into Trick. Turned around, instant exhaust, doesn't matter. Buster shot back. And now it looks like they want to double down. Teleport coming in. Expect. He's hopping. He's knocked away by the hammer, and it's a hectic fight in the jungle. As Vander finds out the hard way, there are no allies coming to save him. Expect isolated as Vitality look for him. He's going to get nommed up, but it's by Mithy. That's the ally he wanted to have save his life. Spin him right back out. Meganar coming in soon. But Joko, he's going to be in some trouble. There goes the big Gnar against the wall, and it's Sven that gets the kill. 3-1-3 on the Tristana.
Just when it was maybe looking close, G2 with a significant team fight win here. Vitality going 1 by 1 to try and take out Sven. And it just ended up that G2 commit hard to the exchange. Ooh, Perkz trying to find Steelback in the dark.
Okay, that's a power unleash, and oh boy was it, but Nukeduck flashing forward over the stun, getting the kill, but it's all bait as G2 are looking for the Baron here.
Perkz had a smile on his face after a bit of a facepalm. Then Nukeduck, if you can get some poke in here.
Already done. He checked a little too deep, and in goes Trick, knocks the cask, and that's going to be Sven with another kill on the board. That Tristana is going to get out of control.
Lethality build, of course, on Jace. These tanks aren't going to end up taking damage from him. There's a Gnar in Meganar form. You've got Tahm Kench, you've got Gragas, all champions that are just going to be able to stand in front and provide a wall so that Sven and Perkz don't die to Nukeduck. It's only going to be if KazaLoLLCShighlights somehow finds that magical TP into a fight from the flank, gets the ult. Look, Steelback's going to try right now, but he takes too much damage on the return as well. Already in their minds is a one game. It's just a case of actually doing it, and Expect tries to jump in. Actually ran out of Meganar right as his ultimate was attempted.
KazaLoLLCShighlights, no flash, couldn't get into the back and disrupt everyone, get the big ulti off that we were looking for. Instead, it's Joko who gets knocked back in by the cask of Trick. Steelback trying for a finisher. There's no ult on Perkz right now, and let's see if the Tahm Kench gets the swallow up. He does. Expunge. Now, Sven is still doing pretty well here as he's wrecking away at this tower, and with the minions still Baron empowered, he should be able to finish this one off with the courtesy of Perkz and Mithy to kind of help him out. So they get themselves a bottom inhibitor.
It wasn't as if he was being pressured out before, but absolutely is his playground now. And G2, they don't care about the side lane, they care about mid right now, wanting to get that second inhibitor down, and it's slow and steady will secure it.
It seems like Vitality just don't have a trigger to pull. If they were able to go
protection in the form of Mithy, so Sven should never die here. saying that. In goes Trick.
Yeah, gets the body bash, but he throws out the cast to push him back. KazaLoLLCShighlights trying for the flank. He looks for Perks here, but Perks is nearly going to take him out before he goes golden. Joko will finish the job. Is this the fight that Vitality are looking for? Mithy swallows up his AD carry, but down on the bottom, Expect is finishing off Nexus towers.
Expect is able to get the damage.
He's actually going to spend it to get back to the safety. Oh, pulling the SOAS. No, we can't do it.
I mean, it seems getting Barons.
He tried, but that's worth.
Yeah. So they don't have Baron on the side lane, they don't have the teleport available. So G2 Ghostblade, Duskblade, which is great if you're at like 20 minutes into the game.
But they're just losing towers like very easily right now. And it seems like G2, this arm's length thing, they're just keeping Vitality just far away enough, and KazaLoLLCShighlights unable to really get the flank off because there's such vision denial here. No wards he can TP to if he even had the TP backup and available. And it seems like there just is no hope unless Vitality go for a last-ditch desperate charge.
Yeah, the only one would be if G2 was swinging down to the bottom lane, he could TP in behind them. KazaLoLLCShighlights can't Zhonya's. That's actually so catastrophic because KazaLoLLCShighlights will survive all of half a second in the team fight now.
Yep, that's about it. So he should be going back up to heal, and meanwhile, Nukeduck tries to push away Expect, but the walls are collapsing around Vitality here.
This is one of the reasons why we don't see this AP cannon very often anymore. When we do see it, it tends to be very lackluster, is you don't have the impact.
Looks like we're going to have an explosive finish all the same. It's Sven picking up his opposite number. Steelback falling first as KazaLoLLCShighlights right after. That's a double kill for the Trist. The hops keep on coming. Down to the fountain they go. And it's Vander and Joko to just watch their Nexus fall. G2 Esports can finish this one off in style. And oh boy, get a little eat on, but that's about it. It was a rough ride at Rift Rivals for this G2 squad, but a few weeks later, they're on a roll.
G2 Esports with the comeback.